Hello, welcome to Spark Joy Astrology. My name is Joy and I'm honored to be here with you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. The more that I get interaction through comments, likes, and subscriptions, the more I get out there. And as a new YouTube astrologer, I really appreciate it, friends. As the new year dawns, a new age is dawning. Pluto is moving into Aquarius on January 20th. But before that big event happens, the new moon in Capricorn goes down. And this is exciting because Capricorn, being an earth and a feminine sign, has the ability, the frequency to tune into creating physical reality. Earth is the matter of physicality. So when we plant potent new seeds here, we are given this dew kind of energy. Lovely Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is the taskmaster of the cosmos. And Capricorn, being this feminine earth sign, gives the ability for Saturn to filter in to create. So we have this dew and creation with Capricorn, but what is really beautiful about this particular lunation, friends, is that Capricorn is also co-ruled by Mars. Mars is exalted in Capricorn, and Mars is hanging out in Capricorn at 5 degrees, making an aspect to Saturn, who is the co-ruler of Capricorn, right? So they're talking to one another through a sextile. And a sextile is by the nature of Venus, so this is harmonizing, flowing energy between the two of them. And what is also beautiful about this sextile is that Saturn is making another sextile to Jupiter. And Jupiter and Mars are making a trine. So the three of them are making an aspect called a mini trine, 2 sextiles and 1 trine, creating this beautiful little triangle that represents flow, a supportive energy, moving, connecting, flowing energy between Mars, the ambitious, warrior, go, drive, passionate character of the cosmos, Saturn, our taskmaster, our responsible, get things done, do it the right way energy, and Jupiter, who is the expansive bestower of bliss and luck, and just recently went direct. Woo! Jupiter ended its retrograde on December 30th, just days after Chiron, the wounded healer asteroid, also went direct on December 26th. Oh, and also, friends, we had Mercury just recently turn direct on January 1st. A lot of forward momentum. But this beautiful mini trine between the go-getter, the planner, and the expander is in all earth and water signs. These are feminine signs. So we have the dew energy of Capricorn and Mars and the feel energy of where these characters are hanging out in, right? This earth water trine. So a beautiful energy to work with new moon seeds, to feel them and then put them into action, friends. We have deep alchemical change happening amongst us as Pluto is getting ready to move into Aquarius. It's at the 29th degree. The 29th degree is known as the anaretic degree, and it brings in tests. Think of the final test at the end of the class where you have a cumulative amount of knowledge that you must share. This is where we are really analyzing in our own lives, having experiences, these capstone moments of being tested around this 15-year cycle of Pluto moving through Capricorn. It began in 2008. So at this point with these new moon seeds, what we are doing, friends, is working to work out of old ways, right? Pluto wants things to die that aren't truly aligned with us. So letting all of that go so that we can shift into a higher vibration, a higher us, a new dawning of an age. So, wow, this is big. This is big also because this new moon is squaring the nodes exactly. The nodes of fate. We have the North Node in Aries at 20 degrees, the South Node in Libra at 20 degrees, making exact squares to the new moon in Capricorn at 20 degrees. This is known as the karmic skipped step. At this moment, we have an opportunity, a karmic choice point to either stay in old paradigms, old ways, or up level by leaning into trust, by leaning into the belief that we can do this, and faith. Those three words, faith, belief, and trust, are percolating in our minds as we're trying to figure out what we need to let go, what is right to release so that we can move forward into these up-level new version, new us's in 2024. Very interesting energy, friends. We also have another mini trine going down between two asteroids and the new moon. New moon at 20 degrees of Capricorn is making a sextile to Pallas Athena at 21 degrees of Sagittarius. Pallas Athena, ooh, the strategizer, the powerful feminine energy that is equal to Mars in its warrior, go, passionate drive, but with more of a level-headed, strategic way of going at things. Athena's symbol was the owl. And if you think of how the owl can turn in 360 degrees and see everything, that ability is very, very effective when it comes to creating a plan. And then we also have a sextile from Pallas Athena to Juno in Virgo at 21 degrees. Juno is the asteroid of commitment, of loyalty. And what is also beautiful about this mini trine, friends, is it turns into a kite with Uranus at the end of the kite shooting off towards Pallas Athena. Uranus at 19 degrees of Taurus is still retrograde. He's the last planet to maintain retrograde motion, but will go direct on January 27th. And this will be when all of our planets are moving forward and we're really able to take off into this new paradigm. Very exciting. January 27th in the wee hours of the morning, this goes down, and I am looking forward to it, friends, because Uranus has been a big player in a lot of the retrogrades this year, really shaking things up and moving us out of old paradigms, lightning bolting us into a new expression of ourselves. What is beautiful about this lunation is that the new moon is also making aspects to the outer planets, all three of the outer planets, meaning that this is a collective change. This new moon is not only about pushing us into new expressions of ourselves, but the collective as a whole. And so these three outer planets, these beautiful aspects that the new moon is making, we have the new moon making a trine to Uranus at 19 degrees. This is very powerful in the fact that we're checking in through this Jupiterian aspect. Trines are by the aspect of Jupiter, or by the nature rather of Jupiter, so expansive and asking us to look at our beliefs and how can we open our minds even more. And so this beautiful trine is supporting this new moon to move towards the new paradigm. We also have the outer planet Neptune. Neptune, our spiritual antenna, is connecting to a sextile to Pluto at that 29 degree, that test degree. This is a 4-degree orb, so not super tight, but tight enough to count. And our higher consciousness, how can we surrender into this flow more through the belief, the trust, and the faith, frequency. So Neptune is helping us to allow an opening into our intuitive guidance. And what is really beautiful also is that Neptune is squaring, which is a challenging aspect, but initiating some growth, feeling some intensity through the third square to Mercury. Mercury went retrograde. So this is the last square to Neptune in its fun movement forward, backward, and forward again. But this time Mercury is at 27 degrees of Sagittarius, which is conjunct the galactic center. Very interesting, friends, that as we dawn a new age, that not Neptune, but Mercury is right there at the umbilical cord of the cosmos, getting a full download of new frequencies about the way we think, the way that we communicate. This is our lovely Mercury that represents all of this communicative community energy. And as Pluto moves into Aquarius, Aquarius is about the grand collective. So it is as if we are getting a new, nourishing, vibrational guidance, an intuitive guidance download from the galactic center to trust, even when it feels hard to trust, to break the karmic choice point that we have at this point with this new moon, to work out of old paradigms, to align to our truest, highest version of ourselves through all the intense up-leveling that we have done as Pluto has shifted through Capricorn. Whew, friends, this is a beautiful new moon in the fact also that, this is one of my favorite parts actually, the new moon is exactly squaring the North Node and the South Node, right? But what is beautiful about the North Node is it's about to make an exact conjunction with Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer, so we could definitely be bringing some crises into our life. But Chiron, moving towards the North Node, is also bringing in a healing around crisis, right? We have a trine to Venus. That's where I bring this healing energy in, friends. Venus is at 15 degrees of Sagittarius, right on the ascendant line at the time of this new moon. What that tells us, friends, is that Venus has got a loud megaphone and she is kind of directing the parade here. And as she is reaching out to Chiron, making an exact at 15 degrees trine, there is a deep healing going down as far as our own sense of self, relationships, and also Venus is conjunct the asteroid Ceres, which is nurturing mother energy, mother earth energy. So there is a healing towards our planet as a whole as well. So a new dawning of an age for sure, friends. Stepping out of the past, going into a new truthful direction that feels more aligned with our hearts, with our intuitive guidance. It may feel scary, it may feel new because it is, but lean into trust, lean into faith. The alchemical changes of Pluto, all the power up that we have received from this mighty but powerful planet is ripe, friends. So these new moon seeds are powerful when it comes to planting new versions of yourselves, supported by beautiful trines and a powerful square to the nodes. We got this, friends. The galactic downloads are coming in, and I just wish you a very beautiful 2024. Into a new age we go. And if you are curious at all to join me in this next year, I am leading 2 retreats to Costa Rica, one in May, one in November. So please check out the link in my description if you would like to join me. I am also teaching a special yoga class on January 20th as Pluto and the Sun move into Aquarius together on the same day. Most definitely a powerful day and one to get in alignment with the cosmos, which yoga is one of my favorite ways to do that. So if you're curious about joining that special class, again, check out the link in the descriptions. But wishing you so much joy and love in this new year. And I can't wait to see you for the next video, which will definitely be about Pluto's ingress. All right, sending you so much love and light and joy. Mwah!